26 and 27 ski season. Our top national story this hour from ABC News. One day after a close call came to light involving a United Airlines plane and a military jet near Orange County, California, we're hearing about another one in Burbank.
As a Southwest Airlines Boeing 737 was just touching down at Hollywood Burbank Airport on Thursday, coming in from Las Vegas, right as the wheels touched the runway, the pilots went full power and aborted the landing, taking off again, going around, which is a common procedure when something isn't quite right with a landing. In this case, the captain told passengers the runway was not clear of another aircraft, so they executed a go-around.
ABC's Alex Stone reporting. Your money at this moment. The Dow is down 501 points. The S&P is down 68 points. And coming up, rain next week. KSL weather is next. KSL News Time, 11:01.
The sources where we get our news matters.
When you listen to Utah's Morning News, we want you to feel the stories are important to you and trustworthy. This is Amanda Dixon.
And I'm Andy Farnsworth. Join us weekday mornings on KSL News Radio.
I'm Christian Staples with Arctic Spas. Spring is here, and that means pool time is here. No one makes it easier to have a pool in your backyard than Arctic Spas. We just need 2 days, and you can swim for exercise or enjoy family fun. Arctic Spa's all-weather pools continue to be fun all year round versus a regular pool which you can only use during the summer. We make it easy with maintenance-free filters, automatic natural salt water, and automatic pH control. No one wants to spend their time taking care of their pool. We just want to enjoy it, and that is what Water Care Automation is all about. If you're looking for a pool that is easy to install, easy to maintain, easy on the wallet, and you can use it year-round, look no further than Arctic Spa's all-weather pools. For more information, check us out at arcticspasutah.com or one of our 3 stores covering all of Utah in Salt Lake, American Fork, and St. George. Arctic Spa, the only spa built for Utah's harsh climate.
Join us for one of the premier horse sales in the region. Over 80 head of quality performance horses will be offered, including ranch horses, rope horses, prospects, and trail horses. Located Wasatch County Event Center in Heber City, Utah. On March the 27th and 28th, trail competition and preview begin at 9 a.m. The tax sale will be at 6 o'clock that night on Friday the 27th. The auction begins at 11 a.m. on Saturday the 28th. Whether you're looking for your next arena partner or a dependable ranch horse, this sale has something for everyone. Family-friendly atmosphere, top-quality consignments, opportunities for every level of rider. Don't miss your chance to find your next great horse. For information, consignments, and sale detail, contact Heber Valley Horse Sales or call me at 801-368-5498 or go to our website, HeberHorseSales.com. That's HeberHorseSales.com. Mark your calendar and be there Friday and Saturday, March 27th and 28th.
Any Hour Services free furnace sale is going on right now. If you haven't scheduled your free estimate yet, do it now. Call Any Hour Services today or schedule online at anyhourservices.com.
I was in foot pain for 20 years, trying to give it relief, buying all these different insoles. Drugstore insoles, custom insoles. I spent thousands of dollars. I bought all these products and not a single one worked. I really, truly needed to have relief in my feet. And the Good Feet arch supports were what gave me the relief I needed.
For over 20 years, we've been helping people like Teresa actually live the life they love without their feet getting in the way.
They wanted to make sure that I got something that my feet felt good in, not somebody else's feet. I love the fact that I can wear these arch supports in all my shoes. I have boots, I have cowboy boots, I have running shoes, I have walking shoes, I have flat shoes, I have heels. It makes me so happy. If you ask my husband, he will crack up because there is no store I would rather go in than a shoe store. I'm Teresa, and that's my Good Feet story.
See what we can do for you with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
We have locations in Farmington, Riverton, and Sandy.
Traffic and weather together every 10 minutes on the 9s, brought to you by UCCU. Build smart, save big with construction loans at UCCU. Here's Cormac Bone.
We do have some light delays on northbound I-15 around the 600 South exit. But that's the only slow spot I see on I-15 from Ogden to Provo. Should be in the clear otherwise. Eastbound on Pioneer Crossing, we do still have those construction delays. They've been there all morning. They usually are. It starts at 7800 West and reaches all the way over to I-15. But otherwise, roadways looking really good for your midday drive. I'm Cormac Bone in the KSL Traffic Center.
68 and mostly cloudy this afternoon. We'll see highs back in the upper 70s over the weekend and Monday, and then a storm moves through, cooling things down. Right now it is 48 and mostly cloudy. I'm Claire Scott from the KSL Common Spirit Health Studios. Listen online at kslnewsradio.com. We're Utah's news, traffic, and weather station.
Lights, camera, action. It's the KSL Movie Show.
Today will not be known as Taco Tuesday. It will be known as Freedom Friday.
The week's big movie review, movie news, games, and prizes. Here's Andy Farnsworth and Valerie Cameron.
So, how long is this going to take?
You can't rush art.
On KSL News Radio, 102.7 FM and 1160 AM.
You can't rush art, but you can rush through movie reviews that you're not a huge fan of, right?
Yes.
Welcome to the movie show. We're at NPS in Layton today. Andy Farnsworth, Val Cameron. Val, all right.
Yeah, I feel like we're starting it out like that, a big deep breath.
It's the deep breath because, you know, some weeks the big movie of the week is sort of big in name only. There may be some people that would argue this with me because they're bigger fans of this style of movie or this genre of movie than I am, but I gave it a fair shot. Our big movie of the week, sponsored by Paris RV. Don't miss the hot deals on 2025 RVs. Visit parisrv.com. The big movie of the week, They Will Kill You.
The Virgil was built in 1923. Today, it's one of the most exclusive buildings in Manhattan. Hi, I'm the new maid.
This building is a temple to Satan. Each month we must pay with a human sacrifice. Tonight, you are the offering.
Well, there you go. If you just heard that clip and you're like, I'm out, great. If you just heard that clip and thought, awesome, okay. That's pretty much a representation of what you got. Here's the basic plot for They Will Kill You. Zazie Beetz, who played Domino in the Deadpool 2, and she played the girl in the first Joker movie, the other girl in the apartments with
totally
Joaquin
forgot.
Phoenix's character. Yeah, the one that he kind of has an obsession with. Well, she plays a woman named Asia, and Asia answers an ad to take a job as a housekeeper at this old New York hotel, despite the rumors that she's heard that people have been disappearing at that hotel for decades. So her first night there, she goes to sleep, and she gets attacked by a bunch of people in these dark cloaks wearing different types of animal masks.
No.
And it's an old type hotel, you know, it's like you've got the creepy vibes from the moment you walk in. The lights are lit but not too bright. There's old wallpaper. She looks in the vents because she could have sworn she saw some eyes in the vent or something like that. Falls asleep, wakes up, there's all these people. And what she ends up finding out is that there's a lot of weirdness and devil worship at this hotel.
What?
Yeah. Thing is, though, she seems ready to fight back. What? So that catches everybody off guard as well. Now, I don't want to give away too much more of the plot. This feels very similar to Ready or Not 2 from last week. Ready or Not 2, Here I Come. Though the tone of this, I thought the tone of this was more comedic. Ready or Not, you saw Ready or Not 2,
Yeah,
right?
and I liked it, remember?
Yeah, so I actually think if you liked that, you might like this.
No, you're wrong. Because you just told me that people come into her room and, like, I don't do that kind of horror. Like, I don't need to, like,
yeah, but it's only that first part.
It doesn't matter. It could be 30 seconds. It could be 10 seconds. And now I'm looking through all the windows and I'm looking through all the closet doors. I don't need that at all.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. No,
well,
I
the
would
vibe
take the
was
blood
similar
bombs
to last
before
week.
I would take that.
Okay. That works. So it's got Tom Felton, who was Draco Malfoy.
I like him.
It's got Heather Graham.
Love her.
And it's got Patricia Arquette, all in these different roles. I like all these people, but this movie was gory beyond belief. And honestly, the devil worship thing, it was a turnoff, and I'm kind of getting tired. I've got a rant later on that I'll give us, but
I'm looking forward to the Andy rant.
This got a C- grade from me. It's rated R. I do think that there is a segment. Now, the thing that made me like it slightly more than Ready or Not was it really kind of leaned even harder into the camp. Like, there was some campiness in Ready or Not, but this was all the way in, like Sam Raimi Army of Darkness type
Okay.
camp. When they get into an action scene, he would change I don't even know how to describe this. I probably should have asked the internet of how to say this, but it would change the pace. You'd get that, if there was somebody makes a chopping motion, you'd hear a chopping motion.
Oh, interesting.
It would speed it up. The camera would quickly switch positions, and it would go into a slow-mo effect at one point when she's like behind a table with a flaming axe that she's kicked the table at the person she's fighting.
You're making this sound so cool. I feel like now I need to see it.
If you can get past the one creepy moment.
Well, now that I know it's there, I'll just not look.
Okay. Well, there's more too. I'm going to have to tell you off air, but it's all in that one scene. And then it kind of turns goofy. So at first I'm really like, oh, great. We got devil worship and we've got this super bloody. I mean, there was a point where she chops off one character's head and it's there like a dummy, like an actual dummy is just standing there while blood sprays out.
This is so
like
silly.
Somebody has put a garden hose with the spray nozzle. Like it's
like a
so
student
unrealistic almost as far as it goes, to where I was like kind of chuckling at that, but also gross. So I really did. I gave this a shot, and at one point an eyeball follows a character down a hall.
There are people listening right now. They're like, this is my jam. This is what I want to go see.
The end of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, you know, when the action starts to go kind of frenetic with sound effects, it was like that too.
And I liked that movie.
And
did
you laugh during that fight? Did you laugh during the fight scene at the end of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood? So that is They Will Kill You. And, you know, it's the divisive one. If it sounds like your thing, I bet you'll have a great time because it was funny. If any of that turns you off, stay far away because the funny stuff doesn't redeem it as far as that goes.
I don't know what to do.
Thank you, Steve. Well, now this will be interesting to see if I have talked Val into seeing it.
I can't wait for your rant. We'll see. We'll see after the rant.
Yeah. That'll be later in the show. But that is our big movie of the week. On today's movie show, we've got a lot to tell you about, including a movie I really did like on streaming that is going to be really hard because it's so much more fun if you just take the ride and not really know what's going on.
Ooh, are we going to agree on this or not agree?
Ooh. And then we have a streaming movie about ballerinas. And I did watch it. I don't know if you saw it.
No.
And we've got a Marvel series, Daredevil Born Again Season 2. We're going to talk about all of these things still to come on the movie show today. We're broadcasting live from NPS in Layton, and this is where it gets fun. This is Val's first time at
Val.
NPS in Layton.
It's so nice to see you here.
Thanks
Welcome.
for having me.
So we're trying to explain to her how everything works.
Okay.
And we haven't let her roam the store too far just yet because we need her on air, and I'm afraid we won't get her back by the end of the commercial break.
I completely understand that. Yeah, go get lost.
And she will find out what everyone who's ever come to NPS will find out, that this is the nicest place to save. You get the best deals, and you never know what you're going to find here that you never knew you always needed.
That's absolutely correct.
What's the favorite thing you've ever found here? And you get to come here every day. Like, you're lucky.
Probably a Blackstone grill.
Ooh.
Really?
Yeah.
And you got an amazing price on it?
Got an amazing price. Yeah. Yep. That's what I did all last
they
summer.
Have grills
Smash
here
burgers
too?
And
do they have TVs?
We do. We have TVs. We have grills. We have swimming pools.
You have swimming pools here?
We have swimming pools here.
Yeah.
I didn't even know I needed that. But
I know.
Now I feel
and
like
it's
I do.
time to put it up right now.
And she's sitting next to the books, which you guys have. Most books are just $2, no matter what their original cover price was.
It's absolutely true.
I bought this really awesome copy of A Christmas Carol, leather bound.
That is
$2.
neat. $2.
Yeah, and the original was like a special at a bookstore that I'm not allowed to name these things.
Right.
But it was originally $39.99. I got it for $2.
Wow. Okay.
That's incredible. My bookshelf is full from books from here.
So come and say hi to us. We're at the Layton store, and come check out all the great designs Chris has put in. Every time I come in, there's like a new little tweak that he's done.
He's incredible, honestly. He just makes our store look so amazing. As soon as you walk in, it just It's very welcoming. It's shoppable. You just want to be here.
So tell us, what are our movie show specials today?
So we have a few. Let's see.
Oh, no. Too
I
bad.
know. It's too, yeah. On the Border Cafe style tortilla chips, just 99 cents. We have Dot's 30 count pretzel variety packs, $7.99. Land O'Lakes 2-pack spreadable butter, $3.99. We have Horizon half-gallon milk, organic milk, 99 cents. And Ore-Ida 6-pound crinkle French fries, just $5.99.
And now these are good at all the stores.
All of them.
All right, but there are store-specific sales when you walk in. So it doesn't matter if you're down in Utah County at 475 North State in Orem. Go get some good stuff there.
Absolutely.
It doesn't matter if you're here in Layton, and we've already had a couple people wave at us as they go by. By the way, Val, the other thing about NPS, there is a line out the door every single day before they open.
I noticed that when I came in, but you know what I also noticed out there? Donut kebab. What the heck is a donut kebab?
Oh, my goodness.
Why have I never had one? And I heard that if you spend $50 before tax, you get one.
You get a free donut kebab. Yeah, all you have to do is show your receipt. It's a win-win
Fresh-made
situation.
donuts right out in the truck.
Absolutely. They're so good.
But that one's only at the Layton location.
Correct.
So you do have to come here.
see us.
Say hi.
Absolutely.
And by the way, you're going to find, this is the fun part, it's hard to spend $50. You're like, oh, I definitely got $50 worth of stuff. You ring it up, they're like, it's $33.
Your trunk's going to be full is what you're saying.
That's exactly
what
right.
I'm saying.
So you have to go do another round of shopping to
Your
get to that
stomach
50.
and your trunk. NPS, we call it the nicest place to save because, A, it is the nicest place to save, and you'll find deals on just about anything you can think of. There's grocery deals like some of the ones you mentioned. Right now, they're doing an extra 50% off on the clothing, already marked down 30 to 70%, and then you throw another 50% on top of that. It's fun math. When you look at a price and say, what's half of that? That's all I'm paying.
Absolutely. The other cool thing right now is we have our Ravicii clothing at 40% off.
Oh, you guys don't put those on sale very
don't often,
because this
no.
is the brand that Julie, her son, created.
What?
It is comfortable. It's good look. It's great workout
The quality
clothing.
is just amazing.
You said you were looking for workout clothes.
You told me that I can't go on my breaks, but it's right there. And if you will be able to see me, I won't be out of your sight.
Okay, fair enough. I think we could work that out. But come and say hi to the movie show at the Layton NPS store, or go to the Salt Lake store at 1600 South Empire Road, or the Orem store at 475 North State.
If you've saved more than $300,000, there's one thing you can do now that can make your savings go twice as far in retirement, and it's tax planning. That's right. Tax planning could significantly reduce the taxes on your IRA and 401k withdrawals, Social Security benefits, and other investment income. Find out how much money you could save with a free retirement tax savings analysis from the good people at Boss Retirement Solutions. To schedule your free analysis, call 801-896-9622. Tax planning for retirement could reduce your taxes not just for 1 year, but for the rest of your life. And the savings could be six figures. Let's find out how much money you could save. Call 801-896-9622. 801-896-9622.
For informational purposes only, actual results may vary. No statement contained herein shall constitute tax, legal, or investment advice. Advisory services offered through Boss Retirement Advisors, an SEC-registered investment advisor. Insurance products and services offered through Boss Retirement Solutions.
Hey, it's Brian with Olson's Greenhouse. In today's busy world, your home should be your sanctuary, a peaceful retreat where you can unwind, breathe deeply, and recharge. And what better way to create that haven than with flowers? A pop of color in your flower beds, a cheerful container garden by the front door, or a lush patio filled with vibrant blooms can transform any space into a personal oasis. Flowers don't just brighten up your home, they lift your spirits too. Research even shows that surrounding yourself with plants can reduce stress and boost happiness. At Olson's Greenhouse, we grow premium quality plants that make it easy to bring beauty and joy into your life. Whether you prefer bold, eye-catching colors or soft, soothing pastels, we have the perfect flowers to complement your space. And with locally grown plants, you know they're ready to thrive. This spring, create a sanctuary of color and comfort with flowers from Olson's Greenhouse. Find us on Instagram at Olson's Greenhouse Gardens, or go to OGG.com to find a retailer near you. That's OGG.com for Olson's Greenhouse Gardens.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/groundadvantage to learn more.
Not sure how to tackle your taxes? Are you sweating the small print? You may be experiencing FOMO, the fear of messing up. The answer? Using TurboTax on Intuit Credit Karma. They help you get your biggest refund, and then we help you do more with it with a personalized plan designed to help you hit your money goals. It's time to take your taxes to the max. Start filing today in the Credit Karma app.
The Movie Show.
Truly, you have a dizzying intellect.
Wait till I get going.
On KSL News Radio.
Don't you love that Vizzini is the voice of the dinosaur in Toy Story?
I do. Who doesn't love that?
Why can't I think of his name all of a sudden? Stephen Tobolowsky is... Anyway. We got to review a movie in this segment. So I took the first segment. I got to see They Will Kill You. Val didn't. And Val got to see a documentary called The AI Doc, or How I Became an Apocalyptimist.
How does AI understand pretty much everything?
It's surprisingly straightforward.
Intelligence is about recognizing patterns.
Patterns.
AI is moving so fast.
It's being deployed prematurely. There's so much potential for things to go wrong.
This movie or documentary, I think it asks all the questions that we want to know. You've got a director and writer who brings a whole bunch of AI reporters, specialists, scientists, doctors together, and he wants to know what AI is. And I think that's we all want to know.
The answer is not Alan Iverson.
It is not Alan Iverson. But like many of us, he gets very frustrated at the answers that he's getting. And I don't want to tell you about these answers because I really want you to have the reactions that I had while I was watching this documentary. The cool thing about this documentary is, like what I talked about last week, is when you go into a documentary, you want to make sure that you know what side the documentary is on.
Right.
This tells you about both sides. You have the world will burn down side of AI, and then you have the kumbaya optimistics of AI, and then you have the people that are in the middle that think it's going to be a little bit of both. So they actually go down every funnel to pull up answers that you are asking yourself, that when you're on the internet, when your kids are doing the things that they're doing on the internet, what is AI? What is it going to do for us? What can we do for it? And where are we going to be with it in 30 years? So it's just so interesting, but he humanizes this so much, this topic. And as the director writer is going through it, he has his family. He then has a baby, and he's asking these questions like, do we want to have kids born right now in this world that we don't know what's going to happen because of this technology? And you'd be very surprised about the answers from some of these specialists, doctors. They have CEOs from these big AI companies on the documentary actually talking about what they think and what they're going to be doing.
And see, if I was conducting the interview, it would be like, my first question is, huh? And my second question is, what?
There was a lot of
that's
that.
What I would feel like to a lot of it. You know, like for a lot of people, they hear about AI. It's kind of like the cloud. When people first heard about the cloud, like, well, I don't even know what the cloud
Where is it?
Everybody's
How does it
talking
exist?
about the cloud. And then they hear AI, and they're like, well, what is AI? Well, they've seen the Terminator movies, or they've seen this. They watched the recent Mission Impossible movies. Is AI a centralized thing? Is it a bunch of different things? And does this doc help sort that out?
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to tell you what the answers to these questions
well,
are
you don't
because
have to tell me the answer, but does it answer those questions in the movie? You can't even tell me that.
No, I can't.
Okay.
I don't. I mean, I could, but I don't really want to because then it may stop you from going to see it. If it's a yes, then you're like, okay, well then I don't need to see. If it's no, okay. So I just want you to go. I want you to go open-minded. And what was another neat thing about this is that it was me and two other people in the theater, and it was this kind of senior couple, and they were sitting at the row in front of us, and they were having conversations during the movie, which would usually bother me. But when you get into documentaries, that's why I love documentaries so much, is I'm watching the documentary. They're actually kind of responding to it, and it's just all different ages think so many different things, but to the point where they were having so many different reactions. That's what I want to get from a documentary. That's when I know that you have done a successful job.
Shouldn't a documentary have a position, though?
It doesn't need to. It's going to answer your questions. And if you answer the question, if you ask the right questions and maybe you don't get the answer, that might be the answer, is that we need to ask more questions. We need to do more science, if that's even possible. It was so interesting. Interesting. Spoiler alert, we need more science.
No, if it's even possible. Has AI erased science? All righty. So how would you rate it?
This one is an A for me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Is this going on your top 5 docs of the year?
It might be. I want to see it again because I think that I missed some things.
Okay. That is called The AI Doc, or How I Became an Apocalyptimist.
I love that word, apocalyptus. I can't even say it. Snuffleupagus. Hippopotamus. Hippopotamus.
All right, that is not rated. It does not have a rating given by the MPAA. So anything in it, any language or anything people ought to be worried about or
no,
concerned?
Nothing that I noticed. So, yeah, no.
All right, now our movie show question of the week, and maybe this actually fits after talking about that, because what is an apocalyptimist? I don't know. But here's the question that we sent out to our Movie Show Club listeners, and now you can jump in. What movie confused you the most while watching it? By the way, Wallace Shawn is the name I was trying to search for earlier.
Inconceivable.
Inconceivable. And John actually texted us that at the same time as Stone was pulling it up as our research assistant on site. So, movie confused you the most while watching it? For me, there is no question that when I watched The Green Knight, I was torn between, this is a very technically precise, very artistic movie that I do not know what they are telling me or what this story is and what is happening. Yeah, and I went home and looked it up on the internet, and I was like, oh, it's the story of Sir Gawain from the Knights of the Round Table.
But is very much a fever dream. Like, you have a fever dream, you wake up, and you're like, what just happened to me?
No, a dream is a great analogy, because in a dream, if you get up and you describe to somebody what was in your dream, and you're like, and I was in this room, and when I walked through, I was in the ocean, and you're like, that sounds ridiculous, and you're like, it is ridiculous, but then you're like, but in the dream, it made perfect sense. Like, of course,
it's exactly this movie, for sure.
So that was, to me, that was the movie that confused me the most while watching it, and for you, it is?
Mine was the Tom Hanks, Halle Berry movie, Cloud Atlas. And I know it was this big movie that everybody thought was super amazing. I have never been able to make it through this film because I don't understand what's going on. I don't know what they are doing. I don't know how they want me to feel. And so I get so frustrated that I turn it off.
Cloud Atlas, The Green Knight. Some of your listeners, before we go to break, let me just read a few of our listeners. And I have a feeling, just looking at what's popped up so far, let's see. First one is, where did it go? Inception.
Yeah.
So like Holly Richardson. Here's a vote from Alexandria, who works with us at KSL. The movie Mother with Jennifer Lawrence.
Oh.
Mother with an exclamation point.
Yeah.
She said, it confused me, but I thought about it for days after, so I guess I liked it.
That can be real.
Let's see. John Carter from Mars.
Oh, I loved that movie.
It wasn't confusing at all?
Not for me.
Okay. And this is one. Rick says, 2001 A Space Odyssey, so confusing that Arthur C. Clarke had to write a book to explain it.
That's my favorite answer of the day so far.
All right, we'll read more of your texts as we go along on the movie show. Again, what movie confused you the most while watching it? Text us at 57500. When we come back on the movie show, we're going to tell you about a movie, an animated film, that might be on my top 5 list for the year until something can knock it out. But we'll talk about that coming up. We're broadcasting live, though, right now from NPS in Layton. And we got to tell you what the deals are. So when you walk into NPS, you're going to already get 30 to 70% off all their retail items over what they were, and they still have their original tags on them. But then you guys throw deals on top of that. What are some of your deals that people can find today? When they walk in, they'll see the flash sale up on the board. What are they going to see?
Correct. So starting off strong, our fabric doesn't go on sale super often. But with all of the crafters that we have in Utah, they love when it's on sale. So we have fabric at 20% off right now. We also have small appliances, 25% off. Shoes are 30% off. We also added
so are they
to
sandals
this.
if you take 30% off?
Oh, my gosh.
Thank you. I'll
Maybe
be
like
here
a
till 1
Croc?
o'clock, folks.
That was really funny. We also have sporting goods and bedding and linen, 30% off. Dining room chairs are 50% off. Lamps, 50% off.
I love lamp.
Are you just saying that because you're looking at the lamp and saying
I
things
love
you
carpet. I love lamp.
And then
You're
single
on one,
cups,
sorry.
you are just fine. Single cups and plates are 70% off today.
And that's just the deals at the Layton store. If you go into each store, there's going to be a message board that has deals and where you can find them. It's got a QR code. It'll take you right to it. So you can get the best deal. I love how you guys give people the ability to stretch their dollar.
Absolutely. We just love our community, too. We love to give back however we can, and this is just one of the ways.
Bonus, if you come to the NPS store in Layton and you spend $50 before tax, what do you get?
Listen, we have the donut kebab truck out front. So you just have to show them your receipt and you get free donuts today.
Fresh, hot donuts made right in front of you. And they're like the little kinds, so you get a whole bunch of them. So if you bring the kids, you don't have to give them like a whole bunch of big donuts. Everybody gets their own little tasty donut.
Yeah, absolutely. You can share. I mean, it's
I'm
perfect.
not sharing.
Well, it's good that you didn't bring a bunch of little kids then. When we go home, I always got to share all this stuff. And so that's why I try to eat it before I get home.
As you should.
Did I say that out loud?
Oh my gosh,
Ay.
you shared your secrets.
Come and to enjoy the deals at NPS. If you want donut kebab, though, you got to come to the Layton store at 1150 North Main in Layton. But there's also an NPS in Utah County at 475 North State in Orem and at Salt Lake County, 1600 South Empire Road.
11:31 at KSL News Radio. I'm Claire Scott. KSL's top story this hour. We're waiting for the House to vote on a bill that would fund all of Homeland Security except for immigration enforcement. TSA workers around the country are hopeful they might get paid soon.
The overnight Senate vote has done little to ease the massive lines at airports nationwide. Some of the longest delays are found in Houston.
Traveling from Houston to Baton Rouge.
Standing in line forced Melissa Gates to miss her flight Thursday evening.
I should have just driven. 5 hours would have been hilarious next to this.
Facing weeks without a paycheck, hundreds of TSA officers have quit since the congressional budget impasse began. Jim Ryan, ABC News.
A Utah-based organization is trying to prevent a future full of humanoid robots. KSL News Radio's Alexandria Bonilla reports.
A nonprofit group that calls themselves Go Unite says the adoption of highly advanced humanoid technology is concerning and could lead to a reduction in the intellectual and physical development of the human race. Just this week, First Lady Melania Trump attended an event with a robot. She took part in the Summit on Educational Technology, encouraging the use of AI and these humanoid robots when teaching children. This petition was first put together after Tesla CEO Elon Musk offered to pay people to wear motion capture suits to help with their development.
The petition has around 1,000 signatures so far. Your money at this moment, the Dow is down 595 points. The S&P is down 83 points. And coming up, warm before the storm. KSL weather is next. KSL News Time, 11:33.
Mornings are for recharging.
And they're for starting your day right.
We volunteer to join you in the car. Get news and weather at 102.7 FM during the most important part of your day.
Andy and Amanda, each morning between 5 and 9 on KSL News Radio.
Hi, everyone. It's Congressman Blake Moore here. Strong families are the bedrock of our communities. That's why I'm focused on bringing Utah's core values to Washington and advancing pro-family legislation. I helped permanently increase the child tax credit, create Trump accounts for children, and incentivize employers to provide better access to childcare, benefiting families and setting up our next generation for success. As the father of 4 boys, family is everything, and I am continuing to work on solutions to make raising a family in America more affordable. To learn more about what I am doing to advocate for you and your family in Congress, sign up for my weekly e-newsletter at blakemore.house.gov and follow along on social media at Rep. Blake Moore. If your family needs help navigating a federal agency or has questions about what I'm working on, please give my office a call at 801-625-0107. Happy to also help coordinate U.S. Capitol tours, take your comments, and provide legislative updates at any time. It's our honor to serve you and your families in Congress. Thank you. Paid for by official funds authorized by the House of Representatives.
Imagine all that could happen in 5 years. Jobs change, kids grow up, new memes come and go. But what if you had reliable, intelligent Wi-Fi and the price didn't change for 5 years? Well, thanks to the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee, you don't have to worry about that part of your future. You're guaranteed 5 years of Wi-Fi that boosts speeds to your devices that need the most, that finds and fixes any issues before you even notice. It's like a super intelligent Wi-Fi that keeps you protected from online threats. You get incredible gaming speeds on multiple devices and no one battling for bandwidth for the next 5 years. All your devices will be working in perfect harmony with the equipment, with no annual contracts, no fees, and no strings. So even though your kid will grow up and you still won't understand 6, 7, the price for your sharp, reliable internet will stay put. The Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. Lock in your price and unlock the possibilities. Xfinity. Imagine that. Restrictions apply. Select plans only.
A family office is a team built to handle the 3 biggest financial responsibilities a family faces: wealth management, tax strategy, and estate planning. Most firms only manage your investments and refer the rest out, hoping everyone stays aligned. At Trajan, we built something different. Your wealth, tax planning, and estate planning are handled together inside one firm under one roof. There's no guessing whether your CPA, advisor, and estate attorney are truly in sync, because our team works together every day on your behalf. When your financial life becomes more complex, your advice should become more coordinated, not more fragmented. One plan, one trusted team. Call Trajan today, 801-207-9900. That's 801-207-9900.
Trajan Wealth, an SEC-registered investment advisor. Additional services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Additional disclosures and accreditation at TrajanWealth.com.
Traffic and weather together every 10 minutes on the 9s, brought to you by UCCU. Build smart, save big. UCCU, love where you bank. Here's Ricky Meese.
Something you don't see every day, a dust storm on I-15. It is causing a little bit of slowing on southbound I-15 between the 6 South exit downtown and 1300 South. This is due to debris, and with traffic going over it, it's a white powder of some sort. It is kicking up that dust, causing a little bit of reduced visibility in those left lanes, and we will likely see a street sweeper or some kind of crews out to try to get this mopped up. Just be aware, but overall, crash-free and mostly delay-free on all the freeways. While you're planning your day, plan for comfort too with the Good Feet store. Find the location nearest you at goodfeet.com. Ricky Meese in the KSL Traffic Center.
Sunny skies and highs in the 70s this weekend. We could see rain roll in on Tuesday and continue for several days after that. That brings temperatures down to the low 60s. Right now it is 50 and partly cloudy. I'm Claire Scott from the KSL Common Spirit Health Studios. Listen online at kslnewsradio.com, we're Utah's news, traffic, and weather station.
The Movie Show.
You know what keeps going through my head? Where's my sandwich?
On KSL News Radio.
All right, we've got a movie on this segment of the movie show that it's gorgeously animated, and you know, sometimes when people think animated movies, they think kids movies. And then there are some that are animated, but they are very much aimed at, designed for, and you know, best enjoyed by grown-ups, but not because of adult content, but just because it's not telling a story that little kids are necessarily going to relate to. That's what we've got for this movie we're going to talk about in this segment called A Magnificent Life.
What's your talking picture got that I don't?
Thanks to the camera, I can soar up above. I'll no longer be limited by the stage. I can film a face 10 inches away and see a tear roll down a cheek.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Marcel Pagnol.
This is probably one of the most beautiful animated movies that I've ever seen, and I found out after I watched it that it is based on a true story of a playwright, novelist, and filmmaker who grew up in a middle-class household in Marseille, which sounds super fancy, but in the movie you see that they don't love being from Marseille, and he becomes one of the world's most innovative and prolific artists from the 1930s to the 1950s.
And this is interesting. This movie was originally in French, and then we watched the English dub. But unlike some AI dubs, this was definitely specifically crafted for the movie. So I had to look up online just to make sure that it wasn't originally in English because it was dubbed so well. Not always does that work out to be the case. But here's what was clever, because one of the plot points in the movie, as he's writing plays, at one point he writes a play in Paris about Marseille, and a bunch of the snobs from Paris are like, you can't write a play about Marseille. Nobody understands what they even say down there.
Which is so funny because almost every accent is like that. And us Americans, we think Marseille is this like exotic, beautiful, fancy place. But
it is.
It just proves that regardless of where you live, where you're from, our hometowns are always kind of like our hometowns, right?
Yes.
They're not cool to everyone else except for us sometimes. And there is a very specific character in the film that pulls him through his life and his stories, and that's the little him.
Yes. So basically this is a visual representation of Marcel Pagnol writing his own autobiography. He gets this opportunity, and then a little version of him comes to walk him through all the different things. And so you go through his life, and what we heard in the clip was just a portion after he'd been a successful playwright, and he starts to see the future of motion pictures and how that's going to change things. He's explaining to the play people, this is what we can do with moving pictures. And this is, instead of, I can bring I can make it a 360-degree stage and take people off the stage and actually out into the place. And it's beautifully done. It's slow paced. And this is what I like, because since it's not in French, we can't hear the difference between the Marseillais and the Parisian accent. So they made him with more of a traditional English, and then they used the Irish or the Scottish voice so that you could hear, they put thought into this. The closest thing I could think of for American would be the character Boomhauer from King of the Hill. There's some people that understand exactly what he says, but if the first time you watch King of the Hill, when that character speaks, it is literal gibberish.
But it's so funny because there is a moment in the film where he goes to America and he's talking to this producer who's from New York. And he's like, I can't understand a thing that they're saying. And I'm like, okay, there's a lot of accents from the East Coast that us people out here, we can't understand either. Or they're, so there's some very funny and ironic moments. But I don't know if it's maybe because I connected to it because it was plays and motion pictures and film, but also just this very creative person. But we all think about what we want to be when we grow up. And what other people want us to be, and his father is a very big part of this story. And then his younger self is a very big part of this story, and his mom. And so he's
got angels basically watching over him in his life.
And they're all telling him some little bit of different things, right? And they're all supporting him in a very different way. And so it is, we all have those, right? It's like, what would my mom want me to do? Am I making her proud? The younger person in my life, the little Val, she said she wanted to do this and that. Am I am I doing the right thing by that person? And, stepping outside of that, and then you've got all the other people in your life. So it's very relatable, even though it's to do with film and we're not all in that. I think it's so relatable in a way that you need to just do what you think you should do. And we don't always have the opportunity, but I just loved following his entire story. And I could listen to him read the Yellow Pages. Do those even exist anymore? I have no idea.
It's a great voice. And the animation is gorgeous. The closest thing, if you remember the animation style of 101 Dalmatians, the Disney animated movie, not the live action one, obviously, but it was that style. It's almost like pencil drawings with watercolor, almost, but it's sharper than that. But it doesn't feel CG. It doesn't feel. It's just beautiful. And they mix actual footage of film, because he eventually starts making movies when he's watching it on the playback machine, whatever it was. There's probably a term that I don't know. But then they would actually show the clips of the movie that were shot in real life that he's watching the dailies of. Just solid. I mean, I gave this an A-, and it sounds like you went even higher than me. Yeah,
this is an A for me. I can't believe I have 2 A's, in a row, and 2 today. But I've watched it twice before today, and I want to go see it on the big screen because that animation is so beautiful, and the soundtrack is so beautiful that you have to see this on the big screen. I think that you will appreciate it regardless of who you are.
It was so good that I stayed up till 11 watching it last night.
What? It was past your bedtime.
Way past my bedtime. But no, I didn't. Look, if I was watching the ballerina show last night, I would have gave up and gone to bed.
No.
But this was good enough. I was like, I got to finish this because I'm really enjoying this. I want to make sure I enjoy it all the way to the end so I can give it a fair review. A- for me. It's called A Magnificent Life. It's rated PG-13 for language, smoking, some suggestive material, and brief violent content. And honestly, I feel like that's overselling. I was surprised it was PG-13. There was probably a couple of cuss words that I just didn't pay attention to.
I didn't pay attention to them either.
But yes, this is absolutely worth the time. It's in a very limited release. I think it's only playing in one theater.
I'm going wherever that is. I'm heading to
it. Might be playing at the Broadway also, but yeah. So that is A Magnificent Life, and it is rated PG-13. Still to come on the movie show, we've got the movie show top 10, plus we're going to read off more of those movies that confused you to the point where you probably had to go online and search, what did I just watch? We're broadcasting live today from NPS in Layton, and we're so happy to be joined by Julie, the owner of NPS. You made the drive up.
I made it. I started out early, but my life sometimes...
You're wearing your Ravici shirt, and you guys have a deal on Ravici
We
today.
do. He had already marked it down, but it's an additional 40% off, which is for Easter.
They are
it's
very comfortable,
really good.
and they look great.
They really are. It's high-grade fabric, high quality.
And you can't get it anywhere else, right?
No, we can't. You can't.
All right.
It's here exclusively.
An NPS exclusive. I love that. But if you need other clothes, too, right now you're getting an extra 50% off the 30 to 70% off.
That's right. And all sorts of deals.
You know, if you need some short sleeve, because you know what? This winter's been pretty warm. We had 86 degrees the other day.
I know. I noticed you're wearing a coat.
Yeah.
But that's our spring, isn't it?
Right.
I've got
if you don't like the weather,
sleeves,
give it 5 minutes, right?
Yes.
But you could come here and get a swimming pool. You come here and get swimwear for the summer. My kids got to wear, this is the earliest they've ever got to wear shorts. We have a rule, you can't wear shorts to school unless it hits 80 degrees. It never hit 80 degrees in March before until this year.
Yeah. It's been crazy weather.
Well, there's a grocery store.
Yes, this is Val's first time, Julie. This is her thing. We're educating her on...
I feel like there's no excuse if you want to get in good shape, which is where I'm at right now. You go get your fruits and vegetables. You head over, get your Ravici workout clothes. You head back and get your weights. You've got sneakers on sale. I have no excuse now that I am in this store.
You have treadmills on sale.
Yes.
I need to look at that.
Yeah.
Because then I could actually exercise while I watch these movies instead of
That's
snacking.
a good idea. You can snack and exercise. There could be two things.
Oh, and by the way, the pies, those...
Were they good?
Oh, so good.
I didn't get a chance. They were
You've
all
got
gone
the
when I
peanut
got
butter
around to
chocolate
it.
pies.
What?
And I'm gonna get another one. Not for me, of course. I'm not gonna eat.
You're getting it for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. You
maybe
need one
could
too? All right.
Maybe you could take a bite while you're on the treadmill watching the show.
It cancels it out. It cancels it out.
I love all of this. But Val, I was telling Val that this is one of the few stores where customers line up every day, not just on Black Friday, not just on sale day, because every day at NPS is a sale day.
Yes, we like that. We want people to come because we want to have a good deal. People need, in this type of economy now, they need the deals. And that's what the whole foundation of NPS was, is to make sure that, and is that it was started to help people to get things that they need, and they get things that they might want that they can't normally afford.
Now, what is the extra bonus incentive to come to the Layton store today? I saw something out front that I love seeing.
So every $50 you spend, you get a free basket of donuts. So
from Donut Kebab.
From Donut Kebabs, and they are one of the top food trucks in the Intermountain
They're
West.
so good.
I've never tried it, so for science, I'm going to eat these donuts today.
Well, you know what? I'll get you some. So
NPS. Now, the Donut Kebab is only at the Layton store, but the deals are at all three stores, all four stores.
All four stores, yeah.
Salt Lake City, 1600 South Empire Road. You've got the Industrial and the Anchor store, the original one that started it all.
Yes.
You've got Orem, 475 North State. And then come here, say hi to the movie show, spend $50, get an entire grocery cart full of stuff, and only spend like $51, and then you get free Donut Kebab.
That's right, and it's the truth. You can really your money goes a long way here at NPS.
And
it really
you'll
does.
get free high fives from us.
And free
crisp
high fives.
ones.
I know. Get to meet Val. We've got Gustavo and Stone, and of course,
And
Andy.
Julie.
Oh, well, I don't know if that would be a game changer
I loved
to come
meeting
in.
you.
All right, well, come find out why NPS is the nicest place to save.
If you've saved more than $300,000, there's one thing you can do now that can make your savings go twice as far in retirement, and it's tax planning. That's right. Tax planning could significantly reduce the taxes on your IRA and 401k withdrawals, Social Security benefits, and other investment income. Find out how much money you could save with a free retirement tax savings analysis from the good people at Boss Retirement Solutions. To schedule your free analysis, call 801-896-9622. Tax planning for retirement could reduce your taxes not just for 1 year, but for the rest of your life. And the savings could be six figures. Let's find out how much money you could save. Call 801-896-9622. 801-896-9622.
For informational purposes only, actual results may vary. No statement contained herein shall constitute tax, legal, or investment advice. Advisory services offered through Boss Retirement Advisors, an SEC-registered investment advisor. Insurance products and services offered through Boss Retirement Solutions.
At Fisher Investments, we may seem like other money managers, but we're different.
What makes you so different than the rest of us?
We ensure clients receive unparalleled service at every step of the relationship.
Tell me more.
Our investment counselors focus on service over sales, prioritizing clients' needs.
How do you make money?
We don't sell any commission-based products. We have a simple management fee based on the value of our clients' portfolio. So we do better when our clients do better.
What about client portfolios?
We get to know each client, their finances, family, health, lifestyle, and more, and then we tailor a portfolio based on their specific goals and needs.
Your clients really come first then, huh?
Yes, we make them a top priority. Our goal is helping them achieve a comfortable retirement.
Wow, maybe we are different.
At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different. Learn more at FisherInvestments.com.
Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
KSL Broadcast Group contests are open to participants 18 years of age and older that are residents of Utah, unless otherwise specified. Employees or agents of the station, Bonneville International Corporation, other area radio stations, or any entity associated with the contest may not enter. Persons who have won in the last 30, 60, or 90 days from a station contest or event may not be eligible. Full general contest rules are available at kslnewsradio.com/contests.
Make sure that your home's heating and cooling systems is in shape for whatever the season will bring. With expert and community-trusted service you can rely on from Call Climate Services. Industry-leading products, outstanding service, and customized comfort is what you can look forward to when working with Call Climate Services. Call Climate Services has worked hard to achieve and maintain premier dealer status with Lennox. This status is achieved with specialty equipment training and customer satisfaction ratings of 4 stars and above. Offering a wide assortment of Lennox equipment, Call Climate Services will ensure your family's home comfort system needs are met. Call today at 801-298-4810. That's 801-298-4810. Or visit Call Climate Services online at callclimate.com to learn more about how you can experience the premier dealer difference today at Call Climate Services, 801-298-4810. Dealer license number 358-234-5501.
This is Derek Miller speaking on business. Llama Butterfly, founded in 2022, is a boutique that brings Peruvian craftsmanship to life, offering handmade alpaca clothing, accessories, and home goods that combine comfort, quality, and cultural artistry. Owner Patricia Smith joins us with more.
If you never felt alpaca, imagine a fiber that is lighter than you expect, warmer than it looks, and incredibly soft, and stay beautiful over time. Llama Butterfly began as a non-profit dream to support children in Peru, and over time has it grown into a business where craftsmanship and community meet. Rooted in a spirit of hope and forever, the brand first took shape through watercolor floral and butterflies, symbols of beauty and transformation. Today, I work directly with artisan partners in Peru, home to about 80% of the world's alpaca. Alpaca is a sustainable natural fiber that's warm, breathable, and long-lasting. The name itself comes from my 3-year-old who kept singing, "I'm a butterfly, I'm a butterfly." Llama honors my Peruvian roots, and butterfly represent growth and change. After 4 years of markers, people kept asking, "Where's your store?" Now we're proud that the answer is City Creek Center, East Block, Level 2.
Businesses like Llama Butterfly bring Peruvian culture, craftsmanship, and diversity to Utah's local community. Learn more about their handcrafted alpaca collections at llamabutterfly.com. I'm Derek Miller with the Salt Lake Chamber, speaking on business.
10, 9. The KSL Movie Show Top 10.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's the KSL Movie Show Top 10, sponsored by Call Climate Services. From repair to replacement and installation, callclimate.com. Val and I will tell you what we thought of the top 10 movies at the box office this week in case you didn't listen to one of our previous movie shows. First of all, shame on you. But you know what? Life happens. We also would like to point out, if there was a show you missed and you wanted to hear our full review, we have them all on the KSL Movie Show podcast page. So you can go back and you can pick out the movie that you wanted to hear us talk about, and you can go back and listen to that. But here's a super condensed version of that. Number 10 is Wuthering Heights. Now Wuthering Depths, because it's number 10 in the top 10.
I'm surprised it's still there, honestly.
Yeah, it made... it didn't even make $1 million last week. 497,000, 83 million over 6 weeks. Number 9, unfortunately. Wait, did you go see the Pow Pow Fish?
I didn't.
We thought about it, but we weren't able to make it. It is that's French animation. They
Which
are
I should
becoming
see
a world
it.
leader in animation, and then there's English dubs of these French animated films, kind of like Miraculous Ladybug if you have kids of a certain age. Number 8, Undertone. I didn't see that one.
I did. And
you
it wasn't
like it?
too bad, yeah.
And you don't like horror.
I don't,
so
but it was the way that it was
too
made.
Bad
Yeah.
is like a glowing review for horror people.
I went home and I was afraid, but I
Okay.
really liked the way they made it.
Okay. Number 7 was Goat. It's made $98 million in 6 weeks in the U.S. I think it's really enjoyable. I'm a little surprised it hasn't made it to $100 million, but I get a feeling some people were like, I'm just going to wait for streaming on this one.
I also think it's because Hoppers, like if you had to choose between the two, they both kind of came out at similar times.
Yeah, they did. Goat's been out 6 weeks. Hoppers has been 3. So, yeah, Goat had a 3-week head start, but it doesn't have the Disney name attached to it. I think it is worth it, especially if your kids like sports. It's a basketball movie, like if Zootopia had a basketball league.
So cute.
Number 6, Scream 7. It's already dropped down in 4 weeks. It's not even in the top 5, but it has made $115 million. Yes, that's the Aztec death whistle.
Oh, my God.
We were talking about that during the break. Different kind of
Why?
Scream. 115 in 4 weeks. Scream fans, they'll eat it up. It has a lot of references to previous episodes of the series. Number 5, Reminders of Him, the Colleen Hoover adaptation.
I really liked that movie, and I would watch that when it goes to streaming again.
I thought it was the best of the 3 Colleen Hoover adaptations so far. Number 4, Ready or Not 2, Here I Come. Week 1, it made $11 million in its first week. That was only good for number 4. If you saw the first one and you liked the first one, watch the second one. If you're not a fan of devil-worshipping murderers trying to kill a couple of girls, maybe stay away from it. That's about how I can put it.
Now I would feel guilty if I liked the movie.
Oh, wait. Did you like it?
I thought it was really funny. Remember, I gave it a good grade.
I know. I was just trying to... If somebody didn't hear the first segment of
Yeah.
the movie. But, all right, number 3, this was an Indian film. Durandar, The Revenge, $14 million in its first week. Indian films hit the box office really hard.
They do.
Each time they get released.
They're actually really, really fun. If you have not,
They're
jumped
long,
into
too,
that
though.
genre, they are long because it's just a different culture, but just so vivid, so fun. They can be like this one's a little more dramatic. So
Okay. You saw this one?
I've seen all the trailers for this one.
Okay. Number 2, Hoppers. 3 weeks, $124 million. I think that's a good return for Disney. It's not going to do Toy Story 5 numbers, even though it is also a Disney Pixar film. But a new property. People want the repeats of the properties. That's why Moana 2 made $1 billion.
Yeah, but I think when you put something up against Toy Story, that's not really fair.
Well, but you have to. It's the same company. It's a lot of the same artists. It's the same. I mean, when people hear Disney Pixar, that automatically gives it a box office notch that it's going to start at.
Yeah, but that's like
And then the only
saying-
question is it going to go up or drop? Snow White last year hit and then dropped.
Okay, I still think it's not a fair comparison because it's Toy Story is its own certain thing. Let's just like Chris Nolan's Batman is a totally different thing outside of Chris Nolan. So we're going to disagree on that, I think.
Okay. Did you like Hoppers?
I did. I thought it was really nice. I don't think it's Toy Story amazing, but I mean it was really cute.
Okay. And then number 1, Val's movie of the year so far.
I got a little flack on this.
Project
I got some
Hail
messages.
Mary.
Yeah.
We actually had somebody who said of the confusing They said, I loved Project Hail Mary, but I'm still not 100% sure what was happening.
That means you need to go see it again. That's what I think. I'm taking my dad to see it this weekend.
You got flack?
I got flack because I gave it an A++++, and it was before a few of these people had seen the movie, and they're like, Val, you're just being dramatic. There's no way that this movie is an A++++. It's not going to make the kind of money you think it's going to make because it came out at this time of year, and guess what? You're all wrong, and you all owe me a bagel. So there you go.
But it did. It made, let's see, what was the total? It made it made just under $100 million in its first week in the U.S. I think it was up to $150 million worldwide. So it's doing well, and it's the best movie I've seen in a couple of years, the most enjoyable movie I've seen in a couple of years. All right, still to come on the movie show in hour number 2, we've got our big streaming reviews, including a Marvel series and a sci-fi gangster love story comedy?
KSL FM Midvale.
KSL Salt Lake City.
From the KSL Common Spirit Health Studios, this is KSL News Radio.
Utah's news, traffic, and weather station.
12 o'clock at KSL News Radio. I'm Claire Scott. KSL's top story this hour. The Utah violinist who spent more than 2 weeks in ICE detention last summer could become a permanent United States resident in a matter of days. John Shin was placed in an ICE detention facility last August while he was on a business trip in Colorado. He's been back with his family in Utah since his release. Now his attorney, Adam Craig, says he's just completed his green card interview.
It wasn't confrontational, and it was just really calming. And when we walked out of there, you could just see this enormous weight come off of John.
Craig says he expects Shin to have his green card in hand sometime in the next few days. It will give him all the rights of a U.S. citizen except the right to vote or be on a jury or have a U.S. passport. Our top national story this hour from ABC News. The war in Iran is approaching its 5th week. Secretary of State Marco Rubio says the United States peace plan has been given to Iran. Now they're just waiting for word back.
We haven't gotten it yet. Look, we've got messages. We've had an exchange of messages and indications from the Iranian system, whatever's left of it, about a willingness to talk about certain things. We're waiting for further clarification about who is it that we would be talking to, what will we be talking about, and when will we be talking.
Rubio says the plan will make sure Iran does not have the ability to make a nuclear weapon. Your money at this moment, the Dow is down 659 points. The S&P is down 90 points. And coming up rain next week. KSL Weather's next. KSL News Time 12:02.
Financial Group is not a law firm. Ask yourself this question. Is it really worth holding on to that timeshare that you know you need to get rid of? Here's the truth. The average maintenance fee just went up over 17%. That could have been 117%, and there's nothing you can do about it. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check for annual maintenance and assessment fees. I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. For 15 years, I've helped over 50,000 families cancel their timeshare. Not sell it, not transfer it, cancel it. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment and your maintenance fees would never go up? That's a lie. Are you ready to get rid of your timeshare once and for all? Simply call us and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit that explains all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your timeshare exit kit. 800-979-3535. That's 800-979-3535. 800-979-3535.
Meet Morgan Jones. Morgan is about to step into a world unknown to most, thanks to Progressive's Renters Insurance, a place of fresh linens and turn-down service. You see, Morgan temporarily vacated her apartment and has gone to a hotel because a pipe burst in her apartment. A pipe that made her sense of reality and apartment ceiling all come crashing down. Luckily, Morgan checked into Progressive's Protection Zone. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Annie's first oil change wasn't as hard as she thought because she went to AutoZone, where a friendly AutoZoner helped her find the right oil and save on an oil filter. He explained the job and showed her free how-tos on AutoZone.com. When she was done, AutoZone recycled her old oil for free. No hassles, just help. Everything you need, nothing you don't.
Get in the zone, AutoZone. AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
It was opening night at Hale Center Theater for The Hunchback of Notre Dame, Victor Hugo's classic tale. I was with my son Ian, and it was nothing short of spectacular. The staging, the costuming, the music, it's simply breathtaking. And of course, the actors and the voices. You have to see The Hunchback of Notre Dame. It's on the main stage right now at Hale Center Theater. So many of the scenes are never to be forgotten. For example, when Frollo is just struggling with his passion for Esmeralda and his soul, the flames and the tension on the stage is unbelievable. And to see the Hunchback up in the tower with the bells, don't miss Hunchback of Notre Dame. It's underway right now at Hale Center Theater. And continuing, Peter Pan Goes Wrong, that's on the Jewel Box stage, and Hallmarked on the Beehive stage. Get your tickets now, hct.org. Don't miss the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Traffic and weather together every 10 minutes on the 9s, brought to you by UCCU. Earn 4.24% on savings at uccu.com. Here's Ricky Meese.
All clear on the Valley freeways. No accidents, no delays, but heads up if you're going to be hitting the highways this weekend, plan ahead for an overnight road closure on Highway 89 in Farmington at Park Lane. It's going to be closed in both directions starting at about 10 o'clock tonight. Lane closures possible as early as 9 o'clock. They're not going to reopen it until 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. Big delays are possible, so do have a backup route planned. If your roof needs repair or replacement, do it now during S&S Roofing's huge spring sale. Flexible financing options are available. Get the best value on the highest quality roofing job. Get a quote today at snsroofingutah.com. Ricky Meese in the KSL Traffic Center.
68 and mostly cloudy this afternoon. We'll see highs back in the upper 70s over the weekend and Monday, and then a storm moves through, cooling things down. Right now it is 54 and partly cloudy. I'm Claire Scott from the KSL Common Spirit Health Studios. Listen online at kslnewsradio.com, where Utah's news, traffic, and weather station.
Lights, camera, action. It's the KSL Movie Show.
Is that the only monologue that you got?
The week's big movie review.
I'm all over it, G.
Movie news, games, and prizes.
Start talking and talk fast.
Here's Andy Farnsworth.
Andy's a real special kid.
And Valerie Cameron.
Look who knows so much, huh?
On KSL News Radio, 102.7 FM and 1160 AM.
Our question of this week: what movie confused you so much while you watched it? What was the movie that confused you the most? What actually this comes from, Val, is people are sending the KSL radio all the time, like, hey, we got this survey says this, and we'd love to have one of you talk to one of our experts. Most of the time it's like, a lot of times it's gambling sites, something like that. But this one actually caught my eye, and I said, okay, we've got to put this on the movie show. And the thing they sent was the most Googled movie explanations in Utah. Which movies are confusing the viewers the most? They had it based on Google searches of explain this plot to me or something like that. Here is the number one, according to this. And I've actually seen several people text in. Donnie Darko.
Which is so weird.
Exactly. That's what they thought.
That movie is so weird.
So isn't that why it would be confusing?
I mean, maybe.
Number 2, Shutter Island.
I can see that. Yeah, there's a lot going on there. Also a good movie, but very odd.
Number 3, Inception.
These are all kind of just really, really weird movies, so I get it. Mm-hmm. What did you Google Inception, or would you?
I didn't Google it because the only question I had was when the final shot closed. I don't even want to give anything away for somebody who hasn't seen it. But,
it's been out for a long time.
Okay, when the top starts to wobble and then it cuts to dark, I loved that it left it ambiguous like that.
Yeah, and
so you weren't certain that it was going to stay spinning, and you weren't certain that it was going to fall over, and I liked that.
Yeah, is it reality or is it not reality? And I loved that too. But I know that's probably what people Googled, like, which way did it go? What were the answers?
What
I need
did
to know the answer.
Christopher Nolan mean by it? And then it's funny, you read, he's like, whichever.
Yeah,
I left it ambiguous on purpose.
Yeah.
So, and then number 4 is a movie called Enemy, and we actually had somebody who texted that one in too. So somebody's seen that and felt like they
Jake
didn't know what it was. And then number 5 was No Country for Old Men. These were Utah specific. For the whole country, Donnie Darko was also number 1. Number 5 for the country is Interstellar.
Okay.
And I had somebody said Interstellar was a mind bend. Interstellar, I'm still not sure what I saw. Interstellar, I hated it.
So those of you that have not seen Donnie Darko, just don't. You don't need to see it. Like, just don't waste your time.
We literally had 2 people in a row text in Donnie Darko. Two completely different people. So we have a lot of people who've written some of the ones that were on that list. Somebody said Moulin Rouge.
Oh, okay.
They said it was so scattered.
It was.
I can't believe that it took as long as it did for somebody to put Tenet, but then a whole bunch of people said Tenet.
Tenet, because you can't even hear what the dialogue is. Christopher Nolan.
You can get Val on a rant, by the way, on Tenet. English Patient. Bo said English Patient. I think there was a whole episode of Seinfeld about that.
Was there?
Of what is even like? Why is this considered a great movie? What is even happening? Why do people love this?
I need to go look for that episode.
Gregory throws in Avatar: The Way of Water. And Nancy, another vote for 2001: A Space Odyssey. This is fun. Movies that confused you, and that was based on the most Googled movie explanations in Utah. Okay, but now it's time for our big streaming review. And our big streaming review this week is a movie releasing on Hulu called Mike and Nick and Alice.
What's this? It's chloroform. What? You don't know what chloroform is? Should I know what chloroform is? Have you ever seen a movie? Yeah, I've seen many movies. And have you ever seen a movie with chloroform in it? What's happening? I'm you, but I'm from the future. I came back in a time machine. I thought you were a clone.
Well, clones aren't real, dummy.
And time machines are super grounded in reality.
All right, that clip gave away more than I wish it would have, but...
Great clip, though.
This is a gangster movie with a comedic and science fiction twist. James Marsden plays a guy named Mike. He's in the gangster biz. His name is Quick Draw Mike, and he wants to get out of it. He's having an affair with Alice, who's played by Isa Gonzalez. She is the wife of gangster Nick, who's played by Vince Vaughn. Now, one night, Nick shows up with a weird request for Mike, and Mike thinks he's been caught, that he's dead. In fact, he basically just starts crying almost. Like, look, if you're just going to kill me, kill me. He's like, I'm not going to kill you. I just need your help. And you're like, yeah, sure. But then the request that he has for him, this is where I'll let you watch the movie because maybe you forgot what was in the clip if you were listening. I don't want to give away any more than that. Just go on the ride for the movie is what I say. I like the mix of comedy, cameos, plot twists, and I'm a little sad it never played in theaters, honestly.
I am too. I'm surprised. When you told me that Vince Vaughn is in the film, I was kind of like, I either really like Vince Vaughn films or I don't. And then you told me that there's more Vince Vaughn than I would usually have in a film. So then I was like, I don't know. But I watched it and I laughed so hard. And the story was so interesting and so different. And of course, you've got Marsden's like little baby blue eyes looking at you for half of it. But it was
sure that was tough.
Yeah, I know, right? But it was roles that neither of these actors have ever played before, which I liked because usually Vince Vaughn is very Vince Vaughn-y, you know. But in this,
he's kind of muted.
Yeah,
in this.
Yeah,
he does do some Vince Vaughn speak.
Well, yeah, but I think that you need a little bit of it, but not a whole movie of it.
And you don't get that.
No.
Even with extra Vince Vaughn. So the only thing, I just got to give a warning, it is super violent like most movies these days seem to be, but I really enjoyed it.
It's comedy violence, though. Does that make it better if it's funny and not so realistic?
This is going to factor into my rant. I have seen so many people killed in the last few weeks.
So many pretend people killed?
Yes.
Okay, you needed to...
I know, but I've seen so many people get killed to where it happens so much, like, just, what do we... I know, this is where I'm going to start saying it. Do we not have any value for human life anymore? If this... Because they're making what the audiences want to see.
I would have to say describe the killing scenes in this movie as it's very video game. And so you're hitting an
But that doesn't
audience
make
of
it
people.
better.
No, but that's what they're playing to, right? Is you're playing to an audience that likes comedy, which is us, but then you're bringing in another audience of people that are watching and playing video games all day long. And so for us, when we play those video games, we don't. That's not real life. And so we're going into, this is probably your rant too, we're going into a very different culture of film, but there are so many different movies out at the theaters right now that you can choose not to see people die.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. And actually, when you said the video game, that actually reminded me for our big movie of the week, that They Will Kill You, had some very video game-esque feelings in camera setups, like almost like a chase kind of a thing, like you're supposed to get away and this person's coming after you and you've got to use this map and you got to press O when you get here and you got to press X when you get here.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah. But that's a good point. I mean, the line between video game and movie.
That's been a big debate for a really long time.
Yeah. So that's fair. But I'm just saying, I think I just want to warn people because it is an enjoyable film. But I'm just like, the body count of stuff that I've watched is starting to make me feel like, when you eat too much syrup on a pancake and then you don't want to finish the pancake. That's where I feel like I'm at right now, and I almost need a palate cleanser. That's why A Magnificent Life was such a nice change of pace.
So nice. And even some of the people that die in the movie are happy about dying. It's so weird. They're like a little bit happy about it. So yes, I would say it's so fun. I gave this one a solid B. But
I even went higher. I went B+.
B+? Maybe I could be there. But I do wish they would have played it in theaters. I think it's a fun theater movie.
But it is called Mike and Nick and Alice. It is rated R, and it's streaming on Hulu. A B from Val, a B+ from me. All right. When we come back on the movie show, we've still got... This is Val's sweet spot. Now, as we're getting to know Val, one thing you got to know is Val loves Marvel.
I do.
And she won't watch trailers for movies unless...
They're Marvel
movies, and then she'll consume them a million times. Not Fantastic Four, but we are going to talk about Daredevil Born Again when we come back. But we're broadcasting live from NPS right now. We're joined by Chelsea from NPS. Chelsea, I think we've got Val on board with NPS. She has a basket, and she has some things in it already.
Listen, I'm liking what I'm hearing.
I just saw a family and 2 kids go outside, and they had bought the pool that you were talking about. They literally just left with the swimming pool in their basket.
Why not?
That's exactly right. We've had people all week buying pools.
And it's not even the full price on the pool. They paid a whole bunch less.
Absolutely, they did.
All right, so let's talk about some of the deals you guys got going. What are some of the food?
Do we want to start off with the movie special?
Oh, I like that because, this is only for the movie show. So these deals are only good today and tomorrow.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay, so tell us.
Okay. So
Can't give away the brand names, though.
6-pound crinkle French fries, $5.99. We have half gallon of organic milk, 99 cents. 2-pack spreadable butter, $3.99. 30-count pretzel variety packs.
Okay, no, we're not allowed to give away the brand name, but these
They're really good.
If you know pretzels and which ones are the best, it's those.
Isn't this what you bought the minute we came into the store?
Yeah, I didn't even walk past the display. I was like, oh, yep, that price, I'm taking it.
Coming home with me.
Because those go quick.
They do. Yeah.
You had the 50-count boxes of chips a month or 2 ago, and I didn't grab one when I came in, and they were all gone by the time the movie show was over.
I don't even think they lasted the week. So, yeah.
Here's another thing you need to learn, Val. There is a saying at NPS, and it starts with, if you snooze,
you lose.
Because if you're like, I'll grab that later, it's probably not going to be there.
You said they rotate through the day, different things.
Because stuff sells out like that.
Wow.
Yeah, if you see something that you like, you have to grab it right then, or else it will be gone. I hear that daily. I should have gotten it last time I was here. Yes. We also have cafe-style tortilla chips, 99 cents.
These are the Cantina. Or are they cafe style?
Cafe style.
Okay, they're both really good, though. That's another one where we can't tell you the brand, but trust me, it's the good one.
You're going to want them. Absolutely.
Clothing, name brand. Right now, in fact, I shouldn't tell this on the air because I'm going to get in trouble, but I already picked up a brand, that Rivici brand.
I have two.
That's
two
NPS
things.
Because they're gorgeous and they're marked down 40%.
40% off.
They never put this on sale.
Never.
And it looks great.
Yes, it absolutely does. So if you don't have any Rivici gear, make sure that you come in, pay us a visit, and stock up on that.
But you guys have toys. You guys have tools. When I say you got everything, I literally mean you have everything. You may not have
Grocery.
everything of everything,
Right.
but you do have something of everything.
Yeah, we have fresh produce, we have grocery, we have a collectible area which has
Mhm.
name brand purses and I mean amazing things over there.
If you collect like collectible cards, you got those too.
We do.
You
We have
guys have
What?
artillery. Is that the right word? I don't know. Tactical and ammo.
Yes, we do. We do sell ammo here. A lot of people don't know that, but we do sell ammo here. Yeah, toys, bedding and linen.
I saw somebody walk out of here with a giant quilt.
Yeah, I'm not even surprised. We have so many quilters in Utah, so
By the way, you can get a really, if you're looking to win the present party, whether it's like at a baby shower or a wedding shower or something, you can come to NPS. You get the name brand thing. You just peel the sticker off so they don't realize how little you had to pay for
You're
it.
so sneaky.
And then they get it and they're like, wow, you spent like $120. You're like, yeah, it's because I love you that much.
I am going to be having my first grandbaby, and there are kids' books right behind me, which I've been looking for. So that's what I'm going to be spending most of my money on today.
Perfect.
That's why you come to NPS, the nicest place to save. If you come see us at the Layton store at 1150 North Main and you spend $50, you'll get a free basket of donut kebabs, the food truck right out front. If you don't spend $50, you can go out and get some donut kebabs too, but they just won't be free.
they're delicious too. You're not going to want to miss out on that.
So come to NPS and take advantage of their deals. 1600 South Empire Road in Salt Lake, 475 North State in Orem, and 1150 North Main Street, where we are going to be until 1 o'clock on The Movie Show.
I'm Congressman Mike Kennedy. For years, Utah families have paid too much for health care, groceries, and everyday essentials. I'm fighting for health care reform that puts patients first and lowers costs. I'm also working to cut waste, fraud, and abuse in Washington because your tax dollars should be spent wisely. Fiscal responsibility means lower costs and a government that works for you. I'm Mike Kennedy, and I'll keep fighting for Utah families. Paid for by official funds authorized by the House of Representatives.
It's spring. You get outside and it's obvious your house needs painting. Make an appointment with CertaPro Painters. They'll give you a free estimate quickly and at the right price. And they make the entire process easy with reliable updates and communication. They know how important your home is to you. True professionals, they're committed to quality and exceptional service at the right price. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated, so schedule your free estimate online at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C.
Hi, this is Derek Overstreet, president of the New Millennium Group and co-host of Stop Working, Start Living with KSL News Radio. Can you imagine what your life would be like if you could retire 3 to 5 years earlier than you thought possible? The things you could do, the loved ones you could spend time with, the memories that you could create. That's what our team at the New Millennium Group does. We'll walk you through the entire process every step of the way. If you'd like to get a copy of the 5-step proprietary plan that will help you retire 3 to 5 years sooner than you thought possible, give us a shout right now. 888-999-6370. That's 888-999-6370 or utahsfinancialplanner.com. Listen, most of our listeners right now have a tax problem, not a money problem. There's not enough money in Social Security Medicare as it is. Let us show you how you can significantly reduce your taxes. That's 888-999-6370. 888-999-6370 or utahsfinancialplanner.com.
Taxes was waiting on the refund you needed yesterday. All right, your car repair is going to run about $3,000. Now Taxes is getting back on the road with TurboTax and Credit Karma, where you can get your refund up to 5 days faster and get personalized guidance to take every dollar further. Now this is Taxes. Intuit Credit Karma with TurboTax. Deposit a federal refund into Credit Karma Money account and early submission of refund data by IRS required. Terms apply. Banking services provided by MVB Bank, Inc. Member FDIC. Credit Karma is not a bank.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today?
My car is making this noise. Sometimes it's like doot doot, and sometimes it's like grrrr.
Do you have a dash light on?
Oh yeah.
And we don't have to listen for clues. With the free Fix Finder service, we can read a check engine, ABS, or maintenance light to find the likely fix and even recommend a local shop if you need one.
So you don't need to hear the grrrr.
Not with Fix Finder. Free at every AutoZone.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Any Hour Services can make sure your AC is ready for summer. Whether you need a tune-up, a repair, or just a second opinion about replacing it, call Any Hour Services or visit anyhourservices.com.
It's The Movie Show streaming reviews on KSL News Radio.
All right, it's The Movie Show. We're talking about streaming movies. Andy Farnsworth, Val Cameron. We're broadcasting from NPS in Layton. And our big streaming series of the week is no question on Disney Plus, Daredevil Born Again.
Fisk, he's hunting us. Maybe it's time we started hunting them. Can you stop him?
We could use more people like you. Can't make any promises. We're going to take this city back.
Okay, for the people who aren't maybe familiar too much with Daredevil, this series follows blind lawyer Matt Murdock, who moonlights as the costume vigilante Daredevil. This is season 2 of the series Born Again. There were 3 seasons on Netflix, and then there was a series called The Defenders, where it combined several different Marvel characters that had series on Netflix. Then Disney decided they were going to refold in all the stuff to Disney, so a new season follows, and it was called Born Again. It came out last year. And to be fair, when I started watching season 2, Val, just before I get into the plot a little bit, I did need to. Actually, I got like 10 minutes into the first episode and was like, I don't remember who these people are.
Oh.
It's been a year, and so I went back and read episode recaps from that first season of Born Again. So I was like, oh, that's right. Oh, okay, now I remember. This is the challenge.
So what I'm getting is that you're not really a Marvel fan. You're just kind of like a surface Marvel fan.
Now, them's fighting words right there. So in season 2 of the series, so I just had to set that up. That's what we're working with here. Season 2 of the series, the bad guy is Wilson Fisk, a.k.a. the Kingpin of Crime, and he's played brilliantly by Vincent D'Onofrio. He's been elected the mayor of New York City, and he's using his power to crack down on vigilantes, basically the costumed heroes or villains. Honestly, he doesn't care which one it is. He's got his anti-vigilante task force, and he uses them to crack down on vigilantes and basically anybody who gets in his way. That's as far of plot as I'll go. I have seen the whole season, so I won't give away anything, I promise. The only cameo, it's in the trailer. Jessica Jones does appear, and she's in the trailer a lot. So
Well, and they just did a whole bunch of posters about that.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we also have in the first episode, can I say it for these fans, is that one of your favorite Scream actors, Matthew Lillard, is in the first episode. And I have to say,
I never thought I'd see Scooby-Doo crossed over
I know,
with
when it
Marvel.
came on, my husband's like, oh, and I'm like, Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
Yeah,
That's what
and when
I
he
said.
saw Daredevil, he's like, zoinks!
Yeah. So for me though, his character is so important to what's going on that this is something different. Now he is very Matthew Lillard in this character. He plays himself playing this character, right? But his character actually gives us some secrets that will help you through the next phase of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So you've got to pay attention to these things. Also, Fisk, they have written him some super smart dialogue and storyline in this series. I've only seen the first 3 episodes, and I have to say he is more malicious and more tactical in what he's throwing out there than he has ever been in the past. A lot of people were really afraid that when Disney picked up Daredevil, that it was going to be like Disney-fied, right? It was just going to be kind of watered down. It is more brutal than I feel like the Netflix version of Daredevil is. I almost am not giving it a good grade that I would have given it because it is so violent. That first episode is so violent.
Yeah, that's going to be my big warning. It'll be a hard watch for some people, and for 2 reasons. One is the extreme violence that you're talking about, because I agree. But it's also because even though this storyline was done in the comics a full decade ago,
yes,
it rings really similar to things that we're seeing happening in our own world today. And I think for some people that will maybe be a turnoff.
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody takes what I think a lot of people will take whatever they want from it. And so if you stay inside that, that Marvel universe, that comic book world, and you kind of let yourself escape to that, I think you'll be okay. But it is hard to like cut these 2 things out from each other with the world that we're going through right now. But for me, I like to have that little bit of escapism. And I like that it's dark. Daredevil and that whole world that he lives in is super dark in the comic books.
It's in a place called Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah. So I like that they're going with the darkness, although there are some brutal fight scenes in this. So I do want to let you know that for me is turning me off just a little bit. There's a little line that they have crossed for me. So I hope that the storyline gets even better so that stuff doesn't deter what I will think about this season.
The stakes are high for every character, because not everybody gets a happy ending.
Oh.
And it's I like it because it means the stakes are high.
Yeah.
So you can't ever relax for any character. And that makes it more of an intriguing watch. So it is rated TVMA. There are weekly drops of episodes. So 1 episode dropped this week. There'll be 2 next week, and then it'll be weekly for a total of 8, and it'll wrap up in mid-May. And then just a heads up, Marvel announced this week that The Punisher is going to get his own one-shot movie a week after Daredevil wraps up. But I will say this, no spoiler, Punisher's not in this series. So if you're looking for him in this series, he's not in it.
I had to let my husband know. He's like, when is he showing up? And I'm like, babe, he's in Spider-Man. He's not showing up right now.
That's right. So that is Daredevil Born Again. Season 2 is underway. And this is not for the kids. This is not PG-13 Avengers type stuff. This is grown-up, R-rated level Marvel Universe stuff. We're broadcasting live from NPS in Layton. You only got a half an hour to come say hi to the movie show. The good news is I think Chelsea Donut Kebab's going to be here the whole day, even after the movie show leaves.
That is correct.
How do you get a free basket of donut kebabs at the Layton NPS?
Listen, all you have to do is spend $50 before tax. Take your receipt on out there to the donut kebab truck, and you get free donuts.
And I'm telling you, that's more of a challenge than you might think.
It's so true.
What a great challenge. Oh, no, I got all these things that I wanted, and it didn't even cost me $50.
And I get a sweet treat? Absolutely.
So,
it's a win-win situation.
Yeah, I've already got some clothing. I've got some food treats. I know I'm going to go get me one of those frozen pies that are on the deal that were so tasty to share with my family, of course.
Absolutely.
I'm just
your snack
say,
on the way home?
Shh.
Make sure you have a drink, something to wash it down with, right?
But we always, in our family, we go do our grocery shopping at NPS first. We get everything that's on our list that you guys have, because you don't always have everything on our list.
Yeah.
But you got lots of stuff on our list. And then why go pay more at the grocery store for the exact same item when NPS has it for less?
Absolutely. We have the best produce, honestly. We have the freshest produce. I do all my grocery shopping here as well.
Well, it helps that you get to come here every day. But it also hurts because, you actually got to take home some of your paycheck, Chelsea. You can't spend everything here.
I keep reminding myself every 2 weeks, but it's really hard to do. This place, the deals are just incredible. So I always feel like I'm just saving and winning.
Wait till Val finally checks out the industrial store down in Salt Lake City. The stuff they have there, they've got sporting goods there. They've got mattresses. They've got... I think I saw a water heater there one time.
Fridges.
I bought a popcorn machine, like the full size, like almost movie is just one size down from the full movie theater size, and it sits in my dining room now.
That's what you guys do on Friday nights with your families, right?
Pop
movie
the popcorn,
night.
have it the good way.
Nice.
You just need a cotton candy maker now.
Oh no! Don't tell my kids about that.
All right.
Tell my kids about that because you probably have one, and it's probably a great deal.
Yeah, and I'm sure that we have the sugar for it.
The flossing sugar, because it does make a difference. No, that is true.
Absolutely.
All righty. Well, NPS, they've got 4 locations, 475 North State in Orem. We've got 1600 South Empire Road in Salt Lake and 1150 North Main Street in Layton. Come say hi to the movie show and get some donut kebabs if you spend $50.
12:32 at KSL News Radio. I'm Claire Scott. KSL's top story this hour. The Ogden Police Chief criticized the courts and former chief after an officer was sentenced for sexual abuse. KSL News Radio's Cameron Elliott has the details.
Officer Colton Johansson was working as a school resource officer at Ogden High when he first admitted to possessing child pornography in October of 2024 as part of a required polygraph test while applying to a different law enforcement position. He also admitted later to a forcible sexual act involving a child in 1994. Ogden Chief of Police Jake Suby condemned his actions as both a violation of the law and of public trust. He also criticized former Chief Randy Watt, who came to the defense of Johansson.
The chief also said he thought the officer's sentence of 30 days in jail was too light. Our top national story this hour from ABC News. Sources tell ABC that an Iran-backed hackers have claimed they've hacked the FBI Director Kash Patel's personal email.
These emails from FBI Director Kash Patel's personal email appear to be from before 2019, before his tenure as FBI Director, though we're told there were some emails from 2022. We are also getting a statement from the FBI, and they say the following, quote, the FBI is aware of malicious actors targeting Director Patel's personal email information, and we have taken all necessary steps to mitigate potential risks associated with this activity. The information in question is historical in nature and involves no government information.
ABC's Selena Wang reporting. Your money at this moment, the Dow is down 729 points. The S&P is down 96 points. And coming up, warm before the storm, KSL weather is next. KSL News Time, 12:33.
If you've saved more than $300,000, there's one thing you can do now that can make your savings go twice as far in retirement, and it's tax planning. That's right. Tax planning could significantly reduce the taxes on your IRA and 401k withdrawals, Social Security benefits, and other investment income. Find out how much money you could save with a free retirement tax savings analysis from the good people at Boss Retirement Solutions. To schedule your free analysis, call 801-896-9622. Tax planning for retirement could reduce your taxes not just for 1 year, but for the rest of your life. And the savings could be six figures. Let's find out how much money you could save. Call 801-896-9622. 801-896-9622.
For informational purposes only, actual results may vary. No statement contained herein shall constitute tax, legal, or investment advice. Advisory services offered through Boss Retirement Advisors, an SEC-registered investment advisor. Insurance products and services offered through Boss Retirement Solutions.
I'm here with Monty from Connecticut Quality Water Systems of Salt Lake, an authorized independent dealer. So, Monty, I wonder if you know someone like this. He's the ultimate DIY guy. Restores classic cars, builds his own deck, and even smokes his own brisket.
Sounds like a talented guy.
He is, but get this, his other weekend hobby is troubleshooting his water softener. He's always down there resetting the timer or fiddling with the circuit board.
See, Doug, that's where I draw the line. Smoking a brisket is a great weekend project.
Yeah.
Fixing an electric water softener is just a chore.
Exactly. He thinks he's saved money by buying the bargain brand, but he's paying for it with his Saturdays.
That's the Connecticut difference. Our systems are premium because they are non-electric and fully automated. No computers to fry, no timers to reset. We install it and you get back to the hobbies you actually enjoy.
If you want soft water, do what I did and leave that to Connecticut. It runs on water power, not willpower. Learn more at softwaterutah.com. That's softwaterutah.com.
Let's retrofit and renovate old buildings before it's too late. 45 water pipes and power lines to keep things flowing and get back online. EIGONE. Let's work together to get ready. We don't have to be scared. Visit earthquakes.utah.gov to prepare.
Brought to you by Envision Utah. Some stories are written in ink, others are written in the heart. Experience the romance and the legend of Titanic, the exhibition, now open in Sandy. Stroll the promenade under a starry sky, stand before the grand staircase, and connect with true stories of love and heroism that have captivated the world for over a century. Discover a date night or a family outing unlike any other. Tickets are moving fast. Book yours at titanicexhibition.com. Titanic, the exhibition, at the shops at Southtown and Sandy.
Traffic and weather together every 10 minutes on the 9s, brought to you by UCCU. Build smart, save big with construction loans at UCCU. Here's Ricky Meese.
We do have a few problems out there. Downtown drivers, an accident reported at 3rd South and 4th East. In the Valley, a crash northbound I-15 at SR 73 Main Street, Lehigh. They're trying to get that to the shoulder. Also, a single vehicle accident in the Bluffdale Draper area, southbound I-15 prior to the Point of the Mountain on the side. Ricky Meese in the KSL Traffic Center.
Sunny skies and highs in the 70s this weekend. We could see rain roll in on Tuesday and continue for several days after. That brings temperatures down to the low 60s. Right now it's 54 and mostly cloudy. I'm Claire Scott from the KSL Common Spirit Health Studios. Listen online at kslnewsradio.com. We're Utah's news, traffic, and weather station.
The KSL Movie Show. Telephone torture.
Telephone torture, where somebody listening right now is going to win a family 4-pack of tickets to Odyssey Theater's Shut Up and Dance Chicago Nights on April 11th at 7:30 p.m. Our theme this week, after Mike and Nick and Alice, because we got a double dose of Vince Vaughn, that we decided to have a triple dose of Vince Vaughn and make a Vince Vaughn movie our subject for you to win telephone torture this week. So, going to give you 3 clues. When you actually, we're going to give you 4 clues, but when you think you know the answer, text the name of the movie to 57500. And if you are the first person with the correct answer on the text line and you have not won in the last 90 days, you will win Odyssey Dance Shut Up and Dance Chicago Nights. Okay, clue number 1. Many studios passed on this Vince Vaughn movie before 20th Century Fox finally agreed. The movie grossed over $124 million when it only cost $23 million to make.
Wow.
So it turned out to be quite profitable, even though the other studios passed on this Vince Vaughn movie. That is clue number 1. Clue number 2. This Vince Vaughn movie was originally titled Underdog.
Now, I think there was already a movie titled Underdog, and maybe that's why they changed it.
Or it was that movie and Vince Vaughn dropped out. We got all kinds of things.
Oh.
All right. But again, the Vince Vaughn movie was originally titled Underdog. Here is clue number 3. This Vince Vaughn movie had a sports competition that was broadcast on the fictional ESPN 8, The Ocho.
The Ocho.
But then ESPN actually adopted the name for a day in real life in 2017. And went by ESPN 8, The Ocho.
That is so funny.
Good clue. All right, that is our 3 clues. And I'm going to throw in a bonus 4th clue. One scene in this movie features Rip Torn throwing wrenches at some of the characters.
One of the best scenes. Sorry, I don't love
because
violence.
if you can dodge a wrench. All right. Let's see. Here is one of the guesses, Val, is Swingers.
Oh, that is actually one of my favorite movies of his. You're so money and you don't even know it.
But are they money?
No, they're not money.
Let's see. Everybody else figured it out super quick. What is the answer?
Dodgeball.
And what is the full name?
Is it more than Dodgeball?
Yeah, Dodgeball, a true underdog story. That's why the movie was originally called.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to you when you actually told me that earlier this week.
Underdog. Underdog.
I'm
yeah,
so
you're right.
sorry.
It was earlier this
I'm
week.
so
That's
sorry.
A good
It
point.
was like
That is a
70
good point.
days ago, so I don't remember.
We don't memorize everything I say
Listen,
and recall it
we
instantly.
all just call it Dodgeball, right? And this is actually, Vince Vaughn has some dramatic moments in this movie, so he is also less Vince Vaughn-y in this movie than he usually is. So
But he's never fully not Vince Vaughn.
because he is just him, yeah.
He's going to have the wisecracking line, that the thing that you absolutely know that was not in the script. He just said it, and it worked, and they kept it in the movie.
Yes, love it.
All right, so Dodgeball, a true underdog story, is the correct answer, and that is, we've got a winner. Everybody, I appreciate you texting in. Fred Claus was another guess. We like that they tried. You know what? Because this person tried and guessed Fred Claus, the movie that confused me was Father's Day, because you'd think Billy Crystal or Robin Williams would be the father.
True.
Let's see. A funny line from the movie was, I lend you $200 and you dress like Howdy Doody. All right. We appreciate everybody who texted in. We're just getting the name of our winner here. We'll give you that in the next segment. Now, also out on streaming this week, by the way, again, our thanks to Odyssey Dance Theater. The winner gets to go see Shut Up and Dance Chicago Nights on April 11th at 7:30 p.m. Val, there was another thing that dropped on streaming this week, and I went back and forth about whether or not we'd include it, but then you went and watched it, so we might as well talk about it, and that is Hannah Montana's 20th anniversary special.
No. It's
Oh,
the
is that not it?
Hanniversary.
Oh,
it's the 20th say it with me. Hanniversary.
Oh, Hanniversary.
No.
Fine.
It is streaming.
Did you watch Hannah Montana?
I did watch it, but listen.
No, did you watch it when it was first on?
Yeah, I had a daughter, so that's exactly
your
why that's exactly why I
daughter.
watched it. I never watched it without her there. But this is the thing: is people my age, women my age, men my age, we all loved it, and we never admitted that we loved it. And I'm watching this Hanniversary, and my husband hosts a game night every Wednesday night, D&D, in our house, and I'm watching it, and I kind of have this pillow thing in front of me, so I feel like nobody can see me watching this. And they all stopped on their way out, and they're like, "Is this Hannah Montana?" And I'm like, "Yeah." they all pretended like they didn't like it, but they stood there for more than 30 seconds to watch it. So lies, just admit.
So they all lied and said they didn't like it.
Miley Cyrus is amazing. Hannah Montana is a phenomenal
Okay, well, tell me
thing.
about the special. Like, what do you get when you watch it? Because I
So-
thought the Friends special is the greatest reunion special that I've ever seen
still
done.
is. It still is. Like
Like,
this
that's
doesn't.
how to do it.
Yeah, this doesn't go that far, but she does have some surprise guests that come on. She performs a lot of her original songs. She performs The Climb, which we all get tears when we watch her perform The Climb. We all wait for her to do that. But this is what the cool thing is that this didn't exist. And she was telling people that it existed so that it would exist. She's on the red
She
carpets.
willed it into being?
Yes, she's on red carpets, and everybody's like, hey, it's the 20th anniversary. What's going to go on? And she's like, well, I can't say. And then everybody on the next red carpet's like, so we hear there's going to be, an anniversary. And she's
I'm
like,
sorry, an
they didn't know
anniversary?
yet. They didn't know yet that that's what they needed to say. I'm giving them some leeway. But so she's like, yeah, I can't really tell you what the secrets are. So then her team of people call her up and they're like, what is this Hannah Montana show? And she's like, I don't know, but we're waiting for it to happen. Make it happen. And then it happened.
And people watched it and then lied and said they didn't like it.
Exactly. But it's great. Watch it.
But everybody did like
The
it.
Climb. Yeah.
So
I can't
here's
sing
the-
like
th-
Hannah
this is
Montana.
what I
I'm
liked
not even
about
trying to be
Hannah
Miley
Montana.
Cyrus, but
The song
we
Best
all
of Both
sing.
Worlds
She
allowed
sings
me,
it.
I know, it allowed me to have my kids listen to Best of Both Worlds by Van Halen. Because I was like, is it this
Oh.
song? And they're like, no, but I'm sure it's a better song, the Van Halen version.
There's a tie to Taylor Swift. There's a tie to Selena Gomez. If you like all the ladies from that era.
Did you mean Taylor Swift?
Taylor Swift? Did I say something else?
You said Tyler Swift, and so I didn't know if
Oh.
you were taking a shot at her or
Taylor
what.
Swift. No, I was just. They're Swifties. If you're a Swiftie. I don't know why I said Tyler.
That's Val Cameron at. Just kidding.
You can hate on me. I don't care.
All right, so the Hannah Montana 20th anniversary special.
Anniversary.
And it is on Disney Plus, I would assume,
Yes,
because
yes,
the
it
series is
Yes,
also on
it
Disney
is.
Plus. And my kids, who weren't even old enough when it came out, have also all watched
Nice.
Hannah Montana over the years. So I'm going to have to give them a chance to watch this. All right. Still to come on the movie show, we got our final segment, Rapid Fire. We'll tell you the other things that are out that we did or didn't watch that you may want to check out for yourself. Plus, we'll read a few more of your texts. What's the movie that confused you the most while watching it? We'll tell you about that coming up on the movie show. We're broadcasting live from NPS in Layton. And Julie, what movie could you say right off the top of your head that you thought confused you the most while you were watching it?
Oh.
Like you almost felt like you need to go on the internet to say what just happened.
Oh, well, there's a few confusing ones for me.
right,
Let me
well,
think
I didn't
about
mean to
that
put you
one,
on the
and
spot.
I will write that because I'm a movie gal.
Yes.
So there are
and
some.
we know the kind of movies you like, so you don't
Yeah.
usually watch the ones that people walk out going, huh?
Yeah.
Because you don't got time to watch movies that you don't know what's going on.
No, I usually vet it pretty good before I go, but. Yeah, there have been a few. So let me think about that then before the show is
Okay.
over. I'll tell you.
Well, while we're talking,
and here is your donuts, and I got you some strawberries for you to get on the treadmill. So while you're
Eat the
eating your peanut
strawberries.
butter
pie.
chocolate pie, your donuts, then you can have some strawberries on the treadmill while you're
Did
watching
you
your
call
streaming.
it the Dreadmill at first?
Dreadmill.
I thought I heard you say Dreadmill.
Well,
that's
probably
exactly
a good definition of it for some
days
people.
that really
Yeah.
is, but
we do
anyway.
it.
But we've
anyway,
got donuts from Donut Kebab here, and that's literally, I've got donuts on a stick.
and
a
they're
donut
and
kebab.
they are made fresh in the donut truck, and they are really, really good. And so every $50 you spend
At the Layton store.
At the Layton store today, because they're, he's just
They'll be
here
here
at
all the way
Layton.
through the afternoon. So
He
if
will
you can't
be
get here
till
by the movie
close.
show ending in about 15 minutes, you'll still be able to get donuts.
Yes, the thing will still be going on as far as the deal of $50 you get free donuts.
You know, a quick way to get there is to head over to your guys' high-end jewelry and high-end fashion stuff, because you're going to get your $50, but you're also going to get a huge discount over what it's actually worth.
Oh yes, and Ravicci right now is having an Easter sale of an additional. So they've already marked it down, but an additional 40% off, and it's really high quality clothing, and so. And then you get free donuts. Walk out with high quality stuff. That it's going nationwide. I mean, there actually been sightings in Kansas.
What?
Awesome.
Yes.
Look, they're great looking and they're comfortable. I bought some, and I just am going to get another one today because I liked it so much. Other things about NPS that people may not realize when they come in, and for the newbies who haven't listened to the movie show for as long as we've been doing this, you guys get brand new items with their original tags on it. You look it up. You actually do the research. You find out what it's selling for, and then you mark it 30 to 70% down.
Yes.
And you guys have a price match. If you can find it on a reputable site, and you
Yes.
somehow find it cheaper than NPS, you bring it in, and you guys, what do?
Then we do it. We price match, and then we go below that, 10, 20%.
So you'll get it even less
Yes.
than the other place that you thought may have beaten the price at NPS. That's
Yes.
pretty. That's committed to making sure people save money, Julie.
Yes, we want to make sure that people come here and feel like they're getting a good deal.
Grocery, retail, doesn't matter. Somebody was asking, like, what's your biggest pool? Because I'm looking for a specific size. Go check it out.
Yes.
Your best chance to find a pool is usually at the industrial store, right?
Yes, I would probably go there. That's right across the store in Salt Lake City.
That's at 1600 South Empire Road. So you
Yeah.
got donuts in Layton. You could get a pool in Salt Lake City. You've got in Orem. I mean, you guys are always busy at the Orem store because people in Utah County really love looking for deals.
Yes, they do. they like deals. But you know what? Everybody wants a deal. That's. I was raised that way.
Well, we're glad you passed it on.
Well, thanks, and we're so glad that you came today.
Well,
it's always so fun, and I always love listening to the new shows out and everything.
And we've had people who come to NPS. They always say hi to us. Hey, I finally came. You talked me into it. We're going to do it. And I was telling Val, because she's new to all this, we've had people like, why did you give away my great secret?
I know.
Well, that's what we do.
We've been in business for over 50 years.
Now you're the worst, best kept secret.
That's right. We've had people shop that long, and they said that they came when they were really little with their parents, and now they're continuing. Now they have children of their own, and they're coming here.
Well, make your dollar go farther by going to any of the NPS stores, 475 North State in Orem, 1150 North Main in Layton, or in Salt Lake City at 1600 South Empire Road.
Are you looking for a fun way to get your kids outside and off their screens this spring? Try flower gardening. Starting a beautiful flower bed or easy container garden is a great hands-on way to spend quality time together while teaching kids about nature. They'll love digging in the dirt, picking out their favorite flowers, and watching them bloom, all while making real, lasting memories. Plus, gardening is a great way to slow down, soak up some sunshine, and enjoy the fresh air as a family. This is Brian with Olson's Greenhouse, and my family has been growing flowers with care for 4 generations right here in Utah. Whether you have a big sunny backyard or just a small shady front porch, our colorful, locally grown flowers make it easy to add beauty to your home. So this spring, start with a new family tradition, one that grows with your kids. Get inspiration at Olson's Greenhouse Gardens on Instagram or find a garden center near you at ogg.com. That's ogg.com for Olson's Greenhouse Gardens.
Ahoy, matey! Is that a new phone? Aye, Captain, that's my new Samsung Galaxy S25 FE. You must have paid a pretty doubloon for that. Nay, 'twas zero down from Cricket Wireless. So, you plundered it. Nay, again, 'tis a monthly payment plan with BreadPay. You're shivering me timbers. I shiver you not. Me first payment is next month. Aye, that's not a plunder. That's a steal.
Get a new Samsung Galaxy S25 FE for $0 down when you pay over time with BreadPay. Smile, you're on Cricket.
Subject to approval of credit application. BreadPay loans are made by Comenity Capital Bank and Bread Financial Company.
Need life insurance but have diabetes, high blood pressure, or on anxiety meds? If you're a 50-year-old male, even porky, or with type 2 diabetes, $1 million of life insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. For affordable term life insurance, call Term Provider and speak with Big Lou at 800-777-1225. 800-777-1225 or visit biglou.com. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. 800-777-1225.
Utah homeowners, listen up. If your roof is over 15 years old and you've had recent storm damage, now's the time to act. Hey, it's Josh with IWC Roofing, and we've built our reputation on quality, integrity, and taking care of homeowners the right way from start to finish. IWC Roofing, Utah's highest rated roofing company, is now offering $2,500 off your new roof replacement, plus a free upgrade package to maximize your home's protection and value. But that's not all. We're giving away a free roof. Yep, you heard me. One homeowner will receive a brand new roof free. The winner to be announced August 1st. And here's where it gets even better. When you call and mention this radio ad, you'll receive double entries to win. Appointments are filling up fast, and this offer won't last. Call now for your free inspection and estimate. 801-232-5690. That's 801-232-5690. Save $2,500, get upgraded, and you could win a brand new roof. Call IWC Roofing today, 801-232-5690. Restrictions apply. No purchase necessary. See IWCRoofingUtah.com for details and rules.
The Movie Show on KSL News Radio.
Through my email, and I just got an email from Sony Pictures Publicity. Jerry Maguire is returning to theaters for its 30th anniversary on April 12th, 14th, and 15th. That's one of my favorite movies of all
we didn't talk about
time.
The Mummy back in theaters today.
Oh, and I loved that one too.
Yeah, do we want to throw it in there?
The Mummy's back in theaters today.
Yeah.
That's all I know. I just happened to be looking through my email because I was like, is there any movie news that we need to hurry and get to people before we rapid fire through this stuff? A couple of things. One is Lily Collins is going to play Audrey Hepburn in a movie about the making of Breakfast at Tiffany's.
I've seen the pictures of her, and she looks like she was just literally born for this part.
To be Audrey Hepburn?
Yes.
Did you like Breakfast at Tiffany's?
I did.
I should watch that sometime. Let's see. Oh, this is something that came up. K-pop Demon Hunters, Frankenstein, have been added to the Criterion Collection already.
Really?
Already. Frankenstein nominated for 9 Academy Awards, including Best Picture and Supporting Actor, although it didn't. I think it won for costuming? No, makeup.
Makeup.
K-pop Demon Hunters, of course, was the Best Picture animated feature.
And Best Song.
And it also had Best Song, exactly. Oh, the Criterion Collection publishes classic and contemporary films from around the world in editions that offer the highest technical quality as well as supplemental materials, including interviews and behind-the-scenes looks. So if you wanted to own K-pop Demon Hunters, it's now going to be possible, and Frankenstein, because they are part of the Criterion Collection.
So many good movies on there.
All right. We'll give you more movie news as we go along, probably next week, but... one other thing, The Housemaid's Secret is the name of the sequel now for the Housemaid movie, and it has added Kirsten Dunst.
See,
to
I
the
really
cast.
love her. I didn't see the original that just came out, so maybe I'll see this one because I love Kirsten.
You'll probably have to. I thought it was trashy fun. That's what I call it.
I really like
If
that.
that's-
Trashy fun.
If that's sort of your thing. Okay, a few things I want to talk about before we close the show today. There is a movie playing in a couple of theaters. I believe it's Thanksgiving Point, and I believe it's The District. It's a movie called He'll Provide a Way, and this is a unique. It's a musical movie, but it's a series of songs that were written about characters from the Book of Mormon, and then performed by a lot of local artists. The narrator who kind of narrates each song that's written about a different character is David Osmond, and some of them are shot on the set at Goshen, down the Jerusalem set at Goshen, and others are just shot in these different places. It's being exec produced and distributed by our friend Travis Hamilton, who has done some great documentaries, and he saw this and he really liked it and he wanted to help out with it. I was really moved by it. It's about an hour and 20 minutes, and it's just a series of musical songs. It's not really a narrative. It's probably closer as far as how it's laid out to Cats, where it's a bunch of different songs, but there's not like a story where these things happen in, and it covers, of course, characters all the way through. I was really moved by it, and I think that there's a lot of people who would really enjoy this. So I wanted to make sure they had a chance to hear about it. That is called He'll Provide a Way, and it is playing in a couple of Megaplex theaters. It opened today. Now, other shows that we've got, this was going to be my rant. I sometimes feel like I almost have to apologize when, an obvious thing that would appeal to what people would think is a stereotypical KSL audience is. And I'm thinking, like, I've just watched 2 devil-worshipping violent movie weeks in a row. Why do I feel like I have to apologize for something that actually I think brings light and joy, and then, spend my day watching the body counts pile up in these different movies? So that was my rant.
You shouldn't have to apologize. A good movie is a good movie is a good movie.
Exactly. Thank you. All right. Now, there was a movie coming to theaters called Forbidden Fruits. Now we're on the other side of the spectrum again.
Neither of us want to see this
we
movie.
Didn't get a chance to see this. It stars Lily Reinhart and some other girls, and it's basically again, we're into the darkness. These are a secret witch cult. Their names are Apple, Cherry, Fig, and Pumpkin.
Blech.
And they have to either confront their inner darkness or meet violent ends. That is called Forbidden Fruits, but they didn't screen that for us anyway. All right, and then the movie Pretty Lethal, which is on streaming on Prime Video. I did watch this. This is the only reason you'd want to watch this. One is it's kind of funny to watch ballerinas go into, like, murder survival mode. They're at this Gothic castle in Hungary that's run by Uma Thurman doing her best Boris and Natasha accent.
Okay.
She's a former ballerina, but she's now kind of a gangster, and these ballerinas end up in the castle, and they're just on their way to try to perform a ballet. But hey, as it turns out, ballerinas, they're tough, and so they dance and kick
It's a
and
real sport,
stick razor
man.
blades in their toes and, like, kick people up in the necks. It's on streaming. It's on Prime Video.
Sounds like Kill Bill.
It's got some of that, although she's not as skilled in this as she is in Kill Bill. But,
okay.
You know, again, this is like violent, trashy fun, I guess. That's the best way I can describe it. Not really my cup of tea, but it had some humorous moments.
The next one is one of my favorite shows.
For All Mankind?
Yes.
So you've watched it?
Yes.
I see it's 5th season, and I'm like, I haven't even started it, so.
The first season is so great, and it sets you up that you're not going to want to walk away.
It's sci-fi.
But it is sci-fi, but it's some
It's
people.
alternate history sci-fi, isn't
It's
it?
basically if the space race never ended. And
Oh.
so this is the world that we live in. So there's a lot of maths. There's a lot of science. So some people think it's a little slow because there is so much intricate knowledge.
Okay.
But if you're into that nerdy stuff, and I'm really into space and the space race whole era and what that means, and so for me, it is sci-fi, but it also is very human at the same time.
I believe that this is season 5, and I think they said it's going to end after season 6. So
I
they've got
think it
one
should
more to
end
go.
after season 5, but that's just me.
One last one, House of David season 2 on Prime Video. I really, really liked season 1, and season 2 is now premiering on Prime.
KSL Salt Lake City.
From the KSL Common Spirit Health Studios, this is KSL News Radio.
Utah's news, traffic, and weather station.